Welcome to Kathryn Raaker's World. Innovation, culture, adventure, fashion and health, artists, destinations, traditions. This is Kathryn Raaker's World.
This is Kathryn Raaker of Kathryn Raaker's World. I have the honor of having John Goodwin, who is the president and founder of Galaxy Press. And we are with him in Roswell, Georgia. And we are actually at the Writers and Future Judges, Orson Scott Card and Stephen S.M. Sterling will be doing book signings at this wonderful bookstore. So these are really famous authors. And just going to read this real quick. Orson Scott Card is the author of the sci-fi Ender's Game, which everybody knows, and Ender's Game Shadow and Speaker for the Dead, which are widely read by both adults and younger readers and are increasingly used in schools. So he has so many accolades behind him. So everybody wants a signature, right?
Yes, we've got 120 people here right now.
Okay. So, and then we're also going to have another wonderful author who I recognize his name immediately is S.M. Sterling, Stephen S.M. Sterling, and he's a writer by trade, born in France, but Canadian by origin and American by naturalization. Living in New Mexico, his hobbies are related, believe it or not, to the craft of writing. He loves history, anthropology, archaeology, as well as interest in the science. Stephen has published over 40 novels, at least 5 of which are on the New York Times bestsellers, and he's won awards, including the Dragon Award for his novel, Black Chamber. Stephen has been a Writers of the Future since 2021. So, John,
Yes.
How are you?
I'm doing great, Kathryn. It's so good to see you. You always look so amazing.
Thank you. Do you like the earrings? They're pretty cool. I did it for you for the because of
I saw that. I thought, wow, you're definitely in costume on this for this science fiction show.
we thought that was an easy sci-fi thing to wear. I didn't want to wear my earrings for Texas because they weren't in, that doesn't look right. So anyhow, DragonCon is pretty cool. That's coming up. You're going to be
cool.
there
Yeah.
how many days? How many days are you going to be there?
So the panels actually start tonight. In fact, at 8:30, Steve Sterling, who is the one you see right behind me there, will be on his first panel at 8:30 tonight. And then we're exhibitors there. So we'll be there all day tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Plus we have, because of the popularity of Writers and Illustrators of the Future, DragonCon gives us a free booth for the Illustrator show. So we're able to pass out the flyers information about the contest to other aspiring writers and artists so they can enter the contest and learn about it. And the girl right next to us at this show, we met her 3 years ago, I guess. Mm-hmm. And we told her about the contest. She entered it and she won. And she's a total sweetheart. And for the last 2 years, she's given their contest information to other people who have then gone on to win the contest as well. So it's kind of like how the contest grows. People become part of the family, just like with you. Like you haven't entered the contest, but you're definitely family. Like you came.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so everybody loves you. You came here. We got to see.
I actually was at a major retailers today with buyers, and I showed them the pictures from the actual gala, and they were like, oh my gosh, you were on the red carpet and you were there. We love sci-fi. And I went, well, we can talk about this. Anyhow, but I thought you'd get a charge out of that, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
yeah, so it's great too, because of what's talking to you helps to get more people aware of the contest. That's something they can do. That the whole purpose is to help them make it as in the arts, because as we both know, you've got a much longer history than just talking to us about Rise of the Future, of helping artists and being involved in the arts, and how important it is to lend that helping hand.
That's right. And that's real important because, you know, when you mentor somebody like these wonderful guys that are sitting, or the guy that's sitting behind you, it's really important for people to know that there are people out there that will mentor young writers and other writers. So
Yeah. So Scott Card is just coming in right now. Hey,
Right.
Scott, we're on a TV show here, so they're waiting for you to come. So you arrived.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so Scott Card just arrived. So he's the author of Ender's Game. And everybody's just applauding him right now. So that's good.
Right. What's really now, where is Emily during this period of time? Not to, you know.
He's the one who just walked him up. She's seating him down right now. So,
Oh, okay. I see that. I can see it. Anyhow, it looks like a gorgeous bookstore.
It is. That wall behind me, those are all actual books.
Oh, I believe it.
It's books stacked up on top of each other to make a wall.
Oh, wow. That's pretty exciting to do. I mean, seriously, when you think about it, I mean, people still love to read books. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I like to crack a book. So I was real smart, John. I brought my books to that buying thing, and they don't even buy books. I just gave them the books because I want them to get excited.
That's great. Yes.
Right. So anyhow, she sees me, but she's walking by you. That's really cool. Anyhow, tell me what the most—
Emily, you say hello.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
She says, "How are you?"
I'm good. I'm good. We're just getting going on here. So
Right.
very good to see you.
Good to see you too. Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay. So tell me probably what is the most exciting part of the year for you, because there's 4 contests yearly. And
Right.
there's winners at each one of those contests. It costs nothing to actually enter. And the most important thing, I think, is that people are from all over the world.
We have entries from over 175 countries.
Right. And that's the most important thing that people need to know, right?
Yeah.
Is that it's free. L. Ron Hubbard left an estate to give to this project because he wanted more people to be part of science, you know, the science fiction world. And I really believe that that really helped. And he also pays for a week. Is this true for you? For the writers?
Yeah, the week-long workshop.
Yes.
They're flown out. The contest flies them out from wherever they are in the world. Last year, we had winners from 8 countries. The year before, we had winners from 9 countries. And it's science fiction and fantasy, up to 17,000 words. And because it's judged blind, they have no idea if you're male, female, your ethnicity, your nationality, your race, creed, anything. It's just, can you write a good story? Because all the judges see is your story or your art in a number. And then we find out after they said, so they just say, after, number 450, 369, and 273 are the winners. And then we find out who they are. So we really have no idea. And the judges make all the decisions. As an administrator, I get told who the winners are. I have no say in who wins.
Right. And even the judges don't know their names or anything.
No.
It's a blind situation, right?
Yeah. It's funny talking to the judges because we say, yeah, here's, we say a name. They said, sorry, I know the story, but I don't know who the author, because they never were given the name of the author when they read the story to judge it.
And then
I love that story.
And then you have a podcast that you interviewed my son and I, which was really wild when we were out there. And it's encouraged John, to write. He was a journalist, and now he wants to write all the time. So I'm excited about that.
That's very
Gave
good.
him
Yeah.
the
I mean, it's a
inspiration
great
to do that.
storyline.
Huh? What?
Good. Yeah. And just for your next book in the series.
That's important because, well, he told me that we're not doing the series. We're not getting to the series until he gets done with this other book. And it's probably going to be January. So I'm going to start writing the book and then he can fill it in. What can I tell you? Does that make sense?
What can you tell me? That's exactly right. That's how partnerships go.
So let me ask this question, my dear. When the next contest to be able to enter is when? And what's the cutoff date for that?
Well, so the current, we're in the last month. Well, we're almost in the last month. The current year 41 fourth quarter is over September 30th at midnight. And then October 1st is the beginning of the next quarter, the next contest. So right now you have 1 month to get a story submitted to still be eligible for Writers Volume 41.
Right. And if you are picked for that quarter, you take the 4 quarters, right? And you bring them in. Is that right? For the end of the year, big event with the gala and all that stuff, right?
Exactly. Which the gala is held in April in Hollywood.
In Hollywood, and it was beautiful then. It was really a gorgeous event. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyhow, and I thought that, the Taglia Center is gorgeous. And Emily does such a great job. We have to give her credit for that, right?
Oh, so, she's amazing. She is amazing. Yes.
And so anyhow, what I was going to ask you is, where can we find more information about your organization and about all the judges and everything else? Can you tell us?
Good. So if you go to writersofthefuture.com, there's a whole section about L. Ron Hubbard and how he started the contest. There's the 2 portals for entering the Writers of the Future and Illustrators of the Future. There's the podcast that we were on, that you're a guest on there, so you find that there. We have a free online writing workshop, which has several videos from Orson Scott Card in there, as well as Tim Powers and Dave Wolverton, plus about a dozen essays by L. Ron Hubbard. There's a free forum that you can join. And the thing about the forum that makes it so special is that there's no judging or hating allowed. So if a person makes any disparaging comment in there, given a warning, they do it a second time, they're banned. They're kicked out and they're no longer eligible to be part of the forum. And then we have a blog, which has lots of great articles and stories from winners and judges on the craft of writing and their own personal journeys. One thing that's really important is to give people a sense of encouragement, and that don't give up, just keep on going. You got to get yourself right, like-minded people. If the people that you're associated with are like I refer to as soul suckers, they just kind of they drain your enthusiasm for life out of you. It's like, see, I want to become a writer, and they say, oh, really? Nobody ever makes it as that. You don't need those kinds of people to discourage you and to.
It's tough. It's tough. Let me tell you.
It's hard enough the way it is. You don't need someone else that's automatically giving you the negative. You don't need that. So that's what this contest is about, and that's the original purpose and the aim that Mr. Hubbard created a contest originally back in 1983. We just celebrated the event you're at was celebrating 40 years.
Now, the other thing is how many countries participate in this, John?
Yeah, we have over 175 countries enter, or people from 175 countries, and we've had winners from 50 different countries over the years. So it truly is international scope.
And how old is the youngest person that put in? I think she was 13.
Yeah, 13 when they entered, and then when they finally got published here, I think they were 14 or 15. That was the illustrator, and the writer was 16. But we've had several people too that second careers, so because there's no age limit, we've had people in their 70s win. We've had people in their teens. So it really is totally based upon your creativity, your ability to do. And if you know, like, what do the judges look for? The easiest way, and that what the judges will say, is that check out the books yourself and just see, because what gets published is what they selected. So that's what they're looking for.
And all of the stories that are in the latest book are from all the people that were in the contest. Right.
But
Last
judges
contest
that
or
have
during or maybe during the year.
Yeah, well, what it is every quarter we have 3 stories that get put into the book, and then we have the 12 stories at the end of the year that get published, plus a story from Elwyn Hubbard, plus one of the judges this year, Steve Sterling, the guy you see behind me, who wrote the story against the cover art that was created by Dan Dos Santos.
Right. Well, listen, we're running out of time.
Yeah, I'm so appreciative that you were able to take some time here for this interview, Kathryn.
All right. You take care and tell everybody I said hi, and take a lot of pictures. Okay.
Well, I already have been, and we'll continue doing so. Thank you very
And-
much, and happy birthday, Kathryn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and tell everybody I said hi and good luck. Okay.
Thank you very much, and have fun in Austin.
And don't forget to go to our website at Kathryn Raaker's World. Go up on our YouTube and subscribe. That's Kathryn Raaker YouTube. And don't forget yournews.com. We'll see you soon.